Peace, peace, peace. What's good, fam? Um, if you've been on my YouTube community page and you've been on my Instagram and Facebook, and I guess by extension Twitter, you know I've been commenting a lot about Derrick Jaxn, uh, the so-called relationship expert, YouTuber, blogger, millionaire author that was busted for cheating on his wife. There's a lot to be said. I myself have posted a lot of memes, but I guess bottom line is that these social media blogger celebrities, everybody from Steve Harvey, who's probably the best one, or at least the one that's married still, uh, to Kevin Samuels, to Derrick Jaxn. You got to be really careful in terms of taking advice from them. You've already made them all millionaires. I'm not exactly sure about Kevin Samuels, but I'm pretty sure that he is. Um, but at the end of the day, when you look at the things that they are talking about, it's pretty fundamental, basic understanding of men, kind of a basic understanding of relationships in ways. But that doesn't mean that it's fundamentally a correct one. You know, when you take parts of the Bible or say you're a Christian and that alone, you use that alone for your expertise or your source of information, or you use these contemporary made up standards of words like high value man, high value woman, or when you just give out kind of this is what men do and this is what men want advice to the women. It's not, as I said in my other video, my last video on YouTube, it's not particularly for people of African descent, black people and other people of color. It's not based in real spirituality or effective or holistic spirituality. It's not based on culture, you know, cultivated behavior, which is definition of culture. It's not based on the historical understanding of what black men and oppressed communities have gone through and what we're going through now. So whatever that they spew or put out there, you got to take it with a grain of salt. And at the end of the day, even the best relationship experts, consultants, counselors, therapists will tell you, if they're honest, that you have to do your own work. Now, I've mentioned Shahrazad Ali as a really good source of information. You can look her up, Understanding the Black Man and Woman. You can look up almost any book by Iyanla Vanzant. I like One Day My Soul Opened Up a lot because it makes you do the work. And I've also mentioned Dr. Ron Elmore, which is wrote a book, How to Love a Black Man, and another book, How to Love a Black Woman, really good book. I mentioned Ken Keyes, which is actually a white guy that wrote really good books. Handbook to Higher Consciousness and Unconditional Love are really good books. And I, over 20 years ago, just took it upon myself to do my own education, do my own re-education. And I've been doing workshops on relationships for over 20 years now. You know, I even wrote a book called Dating Games with Brother Speaks Up, which I have to republish. But that's not even, I'm not even talking about myself in this process or trying to sell books or nothing like that or even promote myself. But I'm just trying to tell people that men and women, that you got to take these guys with a grain of salt. You got to also understand that they are, it's about making money. It's about commerce more than community. And people have made Derrick Jaxn a millionaire. Probably Kevin Samuels a millionaire. Definitely Steve Harvey. He didn't get all his money from making books on relationships, but he did make millions off of it. And I think there are no shortcuts to growth and development. You can't just click on a video and suddenly be enlightened or ready for a relationship, or even understand the opposite sex. So it could be same sex if you're in relationships with, if you're LGBTQ, whatever. You got to do the work. You got to read more than one book. You got to do the shadow work as well. You got to do the work, the self work. Anything that in your life that has brought you down to the level that you're not, that has stuck with you from the time of birth until now. It's really important. So I know this is a long video, but I definitely wanted to just talk about it. Also, I'm going to be doing a live stream with sister I know named Perky, Ashley Perkins, on my YouTube channel. I'll post a link very soon. Out here grinding, working in New York right now. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say, man. You got to be really careful. Most of the people you see online that are talking about relationships and dating usually are trying to sell a book, trying to sell their services, trying to get clicks. And if your intent is good, if it's more about helping people than making money, that's good. If it's more about empowering the community, it's good. If it's more about healing, it's good. I mean, it's better than just people just trying to make money. And we got to be really careful of characters like, Derrick Jaxn, who's been exposed, characters like Kevin Samuels, and also Steve Harvey. You got to take what they say first and foremost as entertainment. Now, there is some basic truths that they are talking about. You can find some grains of salt in there with all of them. You can take some valuable insights with all of them. So if you're looking for the message versus the messenger, yeah, it's all good. You could do that. But as you can see, we're not following men. We're following values, and we're following principles, and we're working on our own self-growth and self-development. Because as I've said before, and I've said several times, that we're not educated or literate in relationships, and we have to become that way. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say for now. Please like, share, subscribe if you see this on YouTube. Sumuma Sabukwe at YouTube. Or I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, as I say. I love y'all, peace.